Hello, I'm Aaron Sledge. Study buddy Bob's got my back. Today's speech is an informative speech on robotics in the workplace. I chose mechatronics course at Clover Park just because all the years I was in construction ultimately broke my back. So with the downtime I had, I took it as a lesson to maybe see that in the process there's a better way to do the job without tearing down our human body. Just as a trade-off to produce a product or to be sold or traded off to another. Today I will talk about some pros and cons of robotics in the real world of manufacturing. The first question, who do we blame on the industrial accident with a robot and a human involved? The mechanical or the person? The second one is the possible bridge to correct the first question. And third, we will go over the need for these new workforces due to the lack of people to take their place. I'll do my best to bring some light to the matter of safety for people in the workforce and on all levels, be it manufacturing of goods, medical fields for surgeries, all the way to the level of food prep. All these items can put a toll on the human body, causing all kinds of problems to the person's body. From too much repetition of doing the same action 8 hours plus a day, manifesting fatigue, carpal tunnel in the hands, and if standing too long, problems in the legs, along with the breakdown of the skeletal system from being on the concrete without moving around. All the above have massive impacts on our body. Sometimes it's sad to say we don't get the full feel till we grow older and we're not able to go back and change our ways. First one is a case study done in North Carolina, done by North Carolina State University, titled "Darn You R2: When Can We Blame Robots?" This brought up some thoughts on injuries in the workplace. If both robotics and humans were involved in an accident where the autonomous was controlled, the 164 people in the case study put the mishap on the hardware, not on the person. But once the tides were changed and the blame got sent to the controller of the hardware if the unit was not autonomous. The author, Professor Doug Gillen, is basically asking the question, when or even how do we separate the two, where the blame is just one-sided? Maybe the next subject will help shed some light on the problem. Number two, new technology from KTH Royal Institute of Technology is working with context awareness programming that allows the robots to sense when a human body or parts gets in too close and it can slow down. The unit will actually slow down enough or almost to the point of stopping. But in a factory setting, time is money. And you can't always stop production because it can or will mess up the rest of the production line. So they wrote in a program to sense human interference. This, as a safety protocol, it draws up a new map to go around the person's body or body parts, and in most cases, not giving any hiccup to the process, even allowing for the person or parts, in most cases, for possible unexpected further movement of the person or appendage. Researcher from the institute named Honglei Li pairs this programming of context awareness to self-driving cars. He goes on to say this technology goes far beyond the rules for the International Organization for Standards and Robot-Human Interaction and Safety. Although it's not law yet, it's being implemented all over the industries as we speak. My third and final subject is, although some think the reason for factory production is turning towards replacing people with robots is to take the place of human workers. They are in a way, but almost forced having to do so. A recent study here in the US done by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology showed that over 35% of the cause for this upgrade isn't due to further growing of tech, isn't due to the forever growing tech, but due to the fact that older generation blue-collar workers are going into the retirement years and not enough new blood is coming into the workforce to fill our shoes. This matter has been seen globally, even with older countries, such as Germany, Japan, South Korea, that have an 80% push for robots to replace their aging workers. In conclusion, I found these topics interesting in the workplace injuries with robotics involved. One way to fix it is with the context awareness programming integration and the automated factories, also looking into the real world problems for the need for more people in the workforce. My two mechatronic instructors, Carl Wingren and Jason Sawatsky, have both said the most valuable but most scarce commodity is an able-bodied human to do the work. Thank you for your time to listen to my informative speech.